Today's Cafe Critter can sing, dance, and host the Oscars. Welcome Neil Patrick Harris. Hi, Neil.
Good morning.
Hi, Laura Clark from the Whatcom Humane Society.
How's it going?
Great, you?
Good.
Okay, why Neil Patrick Harris?
Well, two reasons. So this is a guy, he's 7 years young, first of all. Let's say that. He's young at heart. He is beautiful, as you can see, although a bit of an ugly duckling. And so he came in, he was part of a hoarder case. There were about 30 cats from a home that was just really not sanitary. And as you can see, he's got a crinkly ear, and you can't tell, but when you run your hands down his skin, he's got like I don't know how to describe it, like little bumps everywhere, and that's from flea bites. He was literally being eaten by fleas, and so the staff felt so sorry for him that they thought he needed to be named after an attractive person. So they named him Neil Patrick Harris.
Okay.
And he also arrived with all of these kitties during Pride Week, and so they wanted to celebrate that as well.
Sure.
Yes, so thus Neil Patrick Harris.
Okay, what's the story on his ear? He's got one good ear and one not so good ear.
He does. We call this cauliflower ear, and that sadly is from ear mites. He scratched his ears so badly that his ear cartilage kind of got worn away. And really kind of a sad situation. So his ears have been flushed out. He's been treated for the ear mites, treated for the fleas a couple different times. We're still working on it. Ear is probably always going to look like this at this point in time. It doesn't bother him at all.
Okay.
This cat is so friendly and so loving. He's just a gentle gentleman. He's so sweet. He never stops purring. He loves
must feel
to be held.
So good having all those fleas off him.
Absolutely. But he's still kind of bumpy and kind of creepy bumpy a little bit. I know, Mandy, you will not be handling this Cafe Critter. But with regular flea treatment, and I would get the stuff from your vet, not the over-the-counter stuff.
Right.
A high-quality diet. In 6 months, he's going to live up to his name. He's going to be a very attractive man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. His name is Neil Patrick Harris. He's available now for adoption. Is the catnado still threatening to...
Yes. The catnado has still settled over the Whatcom Humane Society. It'll probably be there through Friday.
Okay, so that means deals.
Well, yeah, because the only way to stop it is to adopt it.
Right.
And so for $25, you can adopt any cat, just like Neil Patrick Harris, over the age of 1 year, which is such a deal. And it moves that catnado out, hopefully not to return until next summer, when no doubt it will make a return because it's the catnado.
Right.
But we also have a really cool thing that I want to announce. So in honor of cats like Neil Patrick Harris, those older cats who come in needing medical care, we have a wonderful donor in our community who loves cats, and they have made a great deal. So for the next 2 weeks, any donations made to the shelter in honor of cats are going to be matched up to $5,000.
Wow.
How cool is that?
Very.
Yeah.
I know. And, that helps with things like medical attention, vaccines, our feline leukemia testing, treating for ear mites, treating for fleas, spay, neuter, all that good stuff, as well as just, the generals, food, bedding, all that good stuff.
And the fun stuff in the cat colony room.
Absolutely. And that's where Mr. Harris resides.
Okay, cool.
You can find him when you drive in. He usually perches in a window.
Okay.
Because, he's a bit of a celebrity.
Sure.
And so he needs to be seen.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you find that people have the idea that an animal that comes in covered in fleas or in some medical trouble, do people assume that those animals are put down? Or do they know by now, because you've been doing it for so long, that you guys really go the extra effort to do what you can to save an animal?
That's a really great question.
For adoption? It's
always a misconception when you're working with animal shelters. And a lot of people think, humane societies are the big bad meanies out there. We don't create the pet overpopulation problem. We simply try and help it. And so in a lot of shelters, unfortunately, a cat like this, an older black cat in the middle of the summer, might not stand a good shot at adoption. We are so lucky in our community that we have a facility that can handle these animals, a full-time vet, an animal care staff that is incredibly good at what they do, and a community that supports us so that we can give animals like this a chance. And so we want to do everything we can for this guy because he came from a rough situation and he needs a great second chance at a good life.
All right. Neil Patrick Harris is healthy now. He just needs a good home. You can find him at the Whatcom Humane Society. Laura Clark, thank you so much.
Have a great week.